You are listening to Press A Gaming Podcast, hosted by Zephyr, presented by Realm of the Mist Entertainment.
Hello, citizens of the realm. Welcome back once again to another episode of Press A Gaming. I'm your host, Zephyr, and today we are joined, as always, by Wild High 77.
You just remember 2 wrongs don't make it right, but 3 rights do make a left.
And today we have Dusty of the Sock Drawer.
Hello, everyone. I don't have anything cool to say, sorry.
We are also joined by Anthony Anthem, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a.
Hey, yo, what's up, guys? It's Anthony Anthem, a.k.a. Black Fabio, a.k.a. The Midnight Marauder, a.k.a. Mr. a.k.a. What's going on?
And we also have Black Wings 13.
Yo, guys, what's up? Good to be back.
And, of course, Anvil.
The all-consuming flame of gluttony!
Yeah, I really just need to condense this all down to the Press A Gaming crew because, that's way too many introductions.
But it offers a little bit of spice.
But hey, big group, perfect for the topic of today's podcast because we're talking party games, people.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Like quarters? Spin the bottle?
Chandeliers?
7 minutes in paradise?
No.
We're starting with video games.
Wait a minute. What was it called?
We're going to start with the video game side of party games, and then we might do another episode about, your actual in-person board games and card games and...
I got one for my kids.
Jazz.
I got one for my kids that might be not might be. It's definitely an accident waiting to happen.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and we're definitely saving that for the next episode.
It is Blindfolded Twister.
Aw.
That's insane.
You spoiled it. I was giving our listeners something to look forward to.
Well, they could look forward to it because we need to get everybody together and actually play this game for Press.
That was an episode hook. You were supposed to wait till the next episode, so they had to listen to the next episode to find out what you were talking about.
Oh, if we can play that for reals,
If
we can play that for reals and actually go out and visit, sure. I'll get Salem and we'll be out.
We will all get into string bikinis and we'll fucking oil up and we'll fucking play this game and see how badly we hurt each other.
Oh God, I think I gotta work that day.
All right. Counter offer: instead of a bikini, can I just wear my loincloth?
Sure, I'm used to that anyway.
I mean, shoot, I'm about to put on the Speedo.
Why do you even ask permission? You're just gonna do it anyway.
That's valid.
Put some talcum powder in there, and I'm good to go.
But anyway, we're here to talk about games.
Party games, to be specific.
Oh, those are the types of parties I want to be gaming at.
But we're talking the video game party games. We're talking Mario Party. We're talking Mario Kart. Because I guess that's technically a party game. Because while you can play it by yourself, who does?
Me.
I
don't have friends.
The only party games I do are Jackbox games. Sorry.
I don't know. You know what? I don't know.
Mario
if Mario Kart,
Party, baby.
I don't know if Mario Kart could classify. Because I mean, if you classify Mario Kart as a party game because of the fact that you play it with multiple people, then so's Call of Duty.
Well, I mean, I usually play Mario Kart with a bunch of people all in the same room. I don't play online.
That would make it a party.
Now, let me ask a question. Are we discussing party games or are we discussing games that ruin friendships?
Oh, Fusion Frenzy.
Monopoly.
A party game. Fusion Frenzy. And yes, Fusion Frenzy does ruin friendships. It's a wonder Anvil and I survived it.
You know what we always played as a party game, but really is totally not a party game? And it actually is the reason why I now understand sports fans.
Oh, no.
You know what game it is? I want you to take back to the apartment, Keith.
Do I? What fucking game did we play that isn't a party game, but we used it as a party game?
Where you crash the car.
Oh my god. Oh my god, he's fucking referring to Burnout and Crash Mode.
Oh, God.
That is horrible. That's how you end up in a fist fight in your living room.
That's not a party
Like I
game.
said, it's totally not a party game, but we sort of played it like one.
Well, I mean, with that aspect of mind, I'll cast in a game that's not really a party game. Wasn't designed to be a party game, but you got the right friends playing with you. You could turn it into a party game. I would say Carmageddon. Instead of crashing.
Talking about like demolition derby games. What about Twisted Metal?
I was gonna say Twisted Metal.
Twisted Metal is the Kmart knockoff of fucking Carmageddon.
Because those aren't really party games.
And I'm sorry, Twisted Metal is just the Kmart knockoff of Carmageddon.
Oh, bull crap! Twisted Metal had multiple
shit.
games, unlike Carmageddon.
Carmageddon.
Like I said, the subject is the thing that ruins friendships.
Wait. Carmageddon came out in 97.
And
Twisted Metal came out in 2000. He is right. It is the knockoff. Nope. 95. First released in November 5th, 1995. Carmageddon is the knockoff.
All right, let me explain. Ice cream. Let me explain. Ice cream truck with a clown on its head, or you can win the race by one of three ways. Be the first to cross the finish line, destroy all the other racers, or run over every pedestrian in the board, scoring extra points for artistic splatter and brutalities. I'm sorry, Carmageddon wins. The end.
Okay, first of all, your knockoff game hasn't got shit on Twisted Metal.
Yeah.
First of all, did Carmageddon have a sequel?
Yeah.
Before he got to the pedestrians comment, I thought he was legitimately talking about Burnout 3 Takedown.
thank you.
Did it have
That's what I'm saying.
Knockoff.
Yeah, how about this? It has
style.
a current gen sequel. Does Twisted Metal? I rest my case.
Twisted Metal had like 6 sequels. They burnt that shit out as soon as it got to black. First of all,
PlayStation 3 was
and they
the
were
last
all hits too.
really
All
came out.
PlayStation greatest hits. What about Carmageddon?
Carmageddon started off as a PC game.
That's what I'm
True.
Ain't nobody playing PC in that era. I play PC now.
Where the
but
fuck
back then-
have you been? They went playing in that
That's
era.
all I have never been console. I've only been PC since they started out as the trash 80s, for God's sakes.
Okay, here's the thing though.
Dude, I was
Like,
rocking
you know what,
Carmageddon
it's
on
Dusty
DOS,
excluded
okay?
Because I love Dusty. But still, what I'm trying to say is, okay, let's put it in a situation where you poor folks, your mom and daddy were able to get you at least a PlayStation at the pawn shop because it was on sale for Christmas, okay? I'm talking about the lower income people that can't afford a computer or afford the internet.
Dude,
That was the
Especially
staple
back when
of
you
every
had to
PlayStation
pay.
console.
What are
in
you
every
talking
home.
about? What are you talking about? You could pick up a fucking AST 486 SX25 for like, $10 at a local pawn shop and play Carmageddon on DOS 5.0 for a hell of a lot cheaper than.
Awful. That sounds awful. I just want to let you know. Do you realize what you just said to me? I feel like you insulted me. It's sort of like you just did like a freaking snot rocket right into like my coffee.
Why does it sound like there's a turn signal going?
I was just gonna ask that. It's
Because he's at work,
who-
he's in his car, or truck, I mean.
Who heard the conversation about Twisted Metal and Carmageddon, which is better, and decided this was a great time to go play it in real life?
No, see, I was
saying,
thinking
there
that was
was
the
like-
timer
like
on the
there would be a
debate
turn
clock.
No,
Okay, first of all, whatever I do in my off days is
Anthony, I'm starting to get the impression that you're the guy that throws a hissy fit when you don't get the golden gun in GoldenEye, aren't you?
okay. No. You sound like the type of dude that bitches and moans every time he gets eaten by a
Are we-
dinosaur in Turok.
We have gotten so far off topic.
I was going to say, are we talking party games?
Bullshit. Deathmatch fucking GoldenEye is a party game. I don't give a fuck what you say.
Okay, the definition of party game we got going right now is if there's a in your living room together. Kenny.
Well, actually, I might give this one to Chris because GoldenEye was N64, and that was before the era of online. You had to be in the same room.
Facts.
Well, hold on. If you're going to go down that route, then let's backtrack to one of the previously mentioned things that you had shot off: Mario Party and Mario Kart, both of which were available on the N64 platform. Mario Kart, if I remember correctly, was an SNES title originally, and all were games that you played in your house with multiple people. And this was before GoldenEye.
Well, if you use that term of logic, and you're absolutely correct, if you use that term of logic, technically you could just argue the point that Nintendo Entertainment System in general was designed to be a party system because it was always encouraging to have in the same room multiplayer as opposed to online play.
And I would agree with that wholeheartedly.
Maybe not with the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo eras, but as soon as the Nintendo 64 came out, oh hell yeah. Everything that was coming out for the Nintendo 64 was like encouraging friends to play all at the same time.
Look, the only thing...
incorrect. I gotta argue that one too, because NES had the 4-player adapter so you could play games like Golden Axe.
Mm-hmm. And so did the Super NES. The 64 was just the first one to have the actual the docking port for the controller.
The whole console wasn't designed around the concept. Because at the time that the N64 came out, PlayStation was and Sega with the Dreamcast, I think was the same.
No, Dreamcast came out at the same time as the GameCube.
Yeah, I was going to say, you want to talk about the Genesis if you're talking Sega.
Genesis would be the Sega.
So Genesis and
PlayStation
were 2 controllers each still.
You could argue the point of the Saturn, too, when Genesis ended its run before Dreamcast was Saturn.
There.
Oh, yeah, the Saturn. I forgot about the Saturn. Good grief.
TurboGrafx 16, goddammit.
Oh, God. Nobody remembers that.
Sega.
I remember that.
I was gonna say we still play Sega here.
Xbox wasn't even a thing yet.
Nope.
But getting back to Chris's point real quickly, I would agree that Nintendo, for as long as they have been on the production run, has been basing their games and their hardware on the idea of bringing people in together to enjoy it in a group of people. They had it with the SNES, the NES, granted with ports so that you could have multiple people beyond 2. The N64, hell, all of their handheld game consoles, the Game Boy Color, you get a link cable. You can play with more than one person if the game allowed for it.
Just their titles. I mean, even all the way up to the Wii and the Wii U. I can't necessarily say so much for the Switch, but like the Wii and the Wii U were purposely marketed as in the living room, family together consoles. Because even though they wanted to charge $250 for the Wii U controller to have more than one, but
even the Switch is marketed as a party console because like one of the big functionalities of the Switch that they market every time they have a commercial for it is the ability to link it up with other Switch consoles when you have multiple of the same game.
A perfect example of this is the latest Mario Party that they came out with. They have a minigame mode on it where if you have more than one Switch with Mario Party on it, you can put them together in order to play one of the minigames.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. That's magical.
Yep.
That's why Nintendo will never die, is because Nintendo has cornered the market that Xbox and Sony have pretty much, I don't want to say completely ignored, but they don't focus as much on. And that is the actual family console gaming, where you sit in the same room with other people and play, as opposed to like we're doing right now with online.
That and Nintendo's always been the forefront of handheld. Nobody's ever come close to competing with Nintendo in handheld, and the only time anyone ever tried was when Sony released the PSP. And that thing almost
garbage.
Like That thing was a terrible, awful failure.
Well, the PlayStation Portable and the Vita were terrible, awful failures in the United States. They sold like hotcakes in Japan.
Nothing
They
compared.
almost beat the DS in Japan.
No, not really. The DSi destroyed
the DSi, but the DS.
The DS was an entire system before the PSP. PSP came out after the DS, and the DSi dropped just after the PSP. So if you're really going to compete the two, you should compete the PSP versus the DSi.
I'm pretty sure the Nintendo DS and the PlayStation Portable's release dates were pretty close.
I think during the time of the PSP, the current DS was the DS Lite, which was the fixing one of the major problems with the DS, which was it just wasn't bright enough.
That's the 3DS. I don't want the 3DS.
Oh yeah, and I want to say with the PSP in Japan, one of the reasons for its popularity is because you could actually get porn movies in
December 2nd.
Yeah, the DS.
It's really true.
December 2nd, 2004 was the original DS.
Yes.
Dating sites
And
and shit
the
like
PSP dropped in 2008. Versus the original, or the DS Lite dropped in 2006, and the DSi dropped in November 2008.
Yep.
Whereas the PSP dropped in October 2008.
Okay, so DSi versus
PSP.
versus PSP
Right.
would be better.
So, anyways, back on the party games.
See, I'm
back on the party game.
I'm very much struggling myself personally to try to come up with anything outside of Mario or Nintendo to be like.
Well,
I'm sitting there like Dr. Mario, maybe.
Shrek.
Oh God, Shrek.
All I know is whenever we have parties here or I go out and see like Anvil and those guys, it's always Jackbox TV.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, Jackbox TV is cool in the sense of a modern party game because what it does is it sets up an individual game server and then gives you a code to punch into your phone that links to the game, so that you don't even really have to be there for the game. It helps. But,
and it's not just your phone, because my kids don't have phones yet. I'm that kind of parent, but they have Kindles and they can play with us.
You can do it on a cell phone. You can do it on a tablet. You can do it on a personal computer if you want to. As long as it's another device, you can use practically anything.
Back before I cracked the screen on my laptop, I used to use that thing for Jackbox Party Pack all the time, much to my roommate's chagrin, because everybody else was trying to do drawful on these tiny little phone screens, and I had the little flipbook laptop that I could do full-on laptop-sized drawings on.
And I'll admit, whenever Zephyr says, "Hey, we're doing a party and it's going to be Jackbox," I'm in the car because it's so much fun. Because you get so many people together, it's a blast.
I have a console game question if it qualifies as a party game. Wii Sports.
Yeah, I would qualify Wii Sports as a party game.
I would absolutely agree with that.
What about like Mad Dash? What about Kung Fu Chaos? Or I'm trying to think, what was another party game I played on Xbox?
I understood some of those words.
Kung Fu Chaos, Mad Dash, Crash Bandicoot Party. You also had
I think if they have party in the name, we can qualify it as a party game.
Oh, and what about Crash Bandicoot? Like Crash Bandicoot kart. We're talking about like
Crash Racing, Crash Team Racing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
I mean, if you classify Mario Kart, you might as well classify shit like Crash Bandicoot, or I'm trying to think of what the other one was that was a big racer. It was a Sonic one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Sonic Racing, yeah.
Sonic All-Stars Racing, Sonic Riders.
Ooh. Chris actually just reminded me of something. If we're going to throw Wii Sports on this, Mario and Sonic at the Olympics.
Okay,
Yeah.
that was fun. I love playing that game. I ain't gonna even sit here and lie.
All right.
Also, how have we
If
how
we're
have
gonna
we been talking about party games?
Not brought up Melee, Super Smash Brothers.
No,
I
no,
was
that-
getting
that's,
there.
That's like
No, I
fighting
see that
game.
more as a fighter than a party
No,
game.
how have we been talking about party games and not brought up Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
Oh, shit,
I
that's
was
a
getting
party
there
game.
too.
You know
What
what?
about
I
Dance
didn't
Dance
even think about
Revolution?
them.
Now, at any party that I have been to with Zephyr and Anvil, eventually the guitars get brought out, the drums get brought out, and we're belting out "We Will Rock You" and making absolute fools of ourselves, playing on the hardest difficulty, but having a great time.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. I gotta go over to one of my friends in Rochester and do that too.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
I got to agree with Anthony. If we're gonna throw Rocksmith and Rock Band and Guitar Hero in there, we do have to add things like Dance Dance Revolution or Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. They may not be like
Just Dance.
Just Dance. They may not be like band oriented, but you can have multiple people doing the dance routines or whatever it is in the
Yep.
game. See, I could be on your side once in a while, Anthony.
See, that's one of the reasons why I love you, Bill.
Dude, you know, bringing up Dance Dance Revolution, it makes me think of something that I've always wanted to see from Dance Dance Revolution, but we never got. And
Real music.
No. I want to see a Dance Dance Revolution that kind of functions the same in a similar vein as that Tetris Battle Royale that came out a little while ago. Except instead of being the battle royale format, it's you versus one other person. But the better you do, the more difficult it makes the other player. More difficult it makes it for the other player. So like the more notes you hit, the more notes pop up on the other person's side.
Man, there's gonna be a lot of fat dudes like me getting in shape if some shit like that happening.
I was just about to say,
Keep that in mind.
You want to talk about ruining friendship?
Hit, the more you get as well. So it goes back and forth. So by giving them more notes, they have more notes to hit and more notes to give you.
Yup.
Some lives.
You want to talk about games that'll ruin friendships?
I was gonna say
There
that
you
does
go.
not sound like a good choice.
I don't know if I want to fuck with anybody, add that game mechanic and then give a DLC of Country Line Dance.
No! New White! No. Stop.
Hadn't been forgotten, Joe. I've been married a long time ago.
Or was it
forgotten, Joe?
what was it, Rattlesnake Road or something like that? I forget what the name of that other line dance song.
Old Town Road or whatever, that new one?
No. Oh wait a minute, Copperhead Hills.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do wedding DJ stuff, so sometimes I gotta play them songs.
Nah, once in a while, man, I want to see somebody at a like a Compton fucking gaming party where they're sitting there and all of a sudden they got to fucking dance to Boot Scoot Boogie by Brooks and Dunn. I want to see it happen.
I would die. Okay, that was so amazing. You see, like some gangsters, they're supposed to be crib walking, and next thing you know it, they're doing country line dance. Like, hey, yo, nigga, what's this? Boom, bow. What you know about that, cuz?
Okay. But Dance Dance Revolution of We Will Rock You.
Okay, boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
I think more of a challenge would be grab something from the catalog of Mindless Self-Indulgence or something, you know?
Oh, my Lord.
Dance Dance Revolution Slayer Edition.
No. If you want the absolute hardest Dance Dance Revolution track ever, anything from Aphex Twin.
Oh, hell no.
No, you know what? We just got it right there. Dance Dance Revolution. If we're gonna pay attention to all types of dances, have DLCs for waltzes, have DLCs for country. We gotta have a mosh pit edition.
I'm sorry.
I want
Hold
the
on a
polka
second.
edition. Polka.
Yeah.
Polka.
Love polka.
Square dance.
Dance Dance Revolution. Weird Al Yankovic edition.
Oh, I would do that
Oh,
too.
jeez.
And what's wrong with that?
Tenkaichi most revolution this.
I've known you for how many years, and you are now telling me that you like polka?
I used to get up on stage and dance polka at Oktoberfest with my grandparents when they were alive in a dirndl. So yes.
You know what?
Polka will never
You
die.
was a German girl?
Yes.
You know what I
I'm a
really
second
miss?
generation American.
What I really miss is the original Japanese DDR arcade game that was at the arcade in Jinx, where I grew up. That was one of the original DDR games. That thing was a fucking monster. I don't know what they feed their children in Japan, but any child that can complete any fucking song on that arcade game is a monster.
Rice.
Either that
Lots
or
and
has
lots
years
of
of
rice.
Well, I mean, they walk a lot in Japan, so I guess, that's where they got us beat. They walk a lot in the main city.
They are definitely more physically fit than we are.
Yep.
They start their work days doing calisthenics.
I
Think about it that way.
wish I did.
Right?
Man, even the old people,
See,
man, they out on
now-
the playgrounds. They doing Tai Chi and stuff. I remember walking by a park every day with my host mom. And
Now I'm just thinking of a DDR game that's nothing but Shriel songs.
Now, see,
okay, we need a
Or S3RL, however you're supposed to pronounce it.
But you know what?
See,
I agree with Dusty. We need a rock band Weird Al Yankovic edition.
Oh,
and here's
I would be
the
all
hook.
over it.
Here's the hook. You play the songs, right? Or you sing the songs. Like it's got to be a singer instead of like just guitar or drums, whatever.
Uh-huh.
And here's the hook. You hear the track, and you have to figure out if it's the Weird Al Yankovic song or the original song.
Ooh, I would play that game. That's our $1 million idea. Let's do this.
Yes, that Weird Al song.
And of course, every time people who do the Let's Plays and everything, every time you get the Coolio version, you got to send it to Coolio just to piss him the fuck off. I still can't believe he's the only motherfucker on the
I
planet.
would've thought that shit was funny.
You know what?
Oh,
He's
Coolio was a
still
big for
the
that.
only motherfucker on the planet who ever had an issue that Weird Al Yankovic fucking covered him.
Mhm.
Or
Amish
parodied him.
Paradise was fucking funny.
There's always that one person.
See, that's the thing I don't understand with the whole fucking Coolio thing is
He gave permission for the song.
when Weird Al went to do Amish Paradise, he asked freaking permission, and Coolio said, "Yeah, go for it."
They were homies at one time.
I guess Coolio just didn't like the subject matter of the song. Have you ever heard the story of when he approached Kurt Cobain for "Smells Like Nirvana"? He approached Kurt. He approached Kurt, and Kurt had first refused. And when Weird Al asked why, Kurt said, "Because you're going to write it about food or something." And I don't think that's funny. And Al turned around and said, "No, actually, I was going to write about how nobody can understand what the hell you're saying." And Kurt was quiet. Kurt was quiet on the phone for a minute, and he's just like, "You know what? That's funny. Go ahead." That's how he got Nirvana.
Right?
That's freaking awesome.
But
Like Weird Al asks for permission for all of the songs he does. He doesn't technically have to. It's fair use. He doesn't have to ask for permission.
Look,
But he does.
Back in the day when Weird Al first broke out into the solo scene, because he was originally part of the Dr. Demento crew. But when he broke out into the solo scene, I could see people having issues because they didn't know anything about Weird Al. So when, his first two albums where you had Beat It and you had, Theme from Rocky 13 and you had another one, Rides the Bus, I could see artists being like, I don't know, who the fuck are you? Why am I going to let you make fun of my song? But after Beat It, man, it's a badge of honor and a sign that you made it in the music industry. If Weird Al turns around and says, hey, I kind of want to do something with your song.
Hell yeah! I mean, hell,
Right?
he made a Chameleonaire's version of Riding Dirty. Everybody loved that shit. Chameleonaire cracked the fuck up. Listen to it. He was like, "I'm so happy."
White and Nerdy is amazing.
White
You
Nerdy,
know
but
my
don't
favorite.
forget, you can't forget, he's also hit Puff Daddy. He's done all about the Benjamins. He did all about the Pentiums, which again was kind of like a White and Nerdy,
You know, I really like Weird Al and the music that he does, But my favorite thing he ever did was a TV show. He did a show called Milo Murphy's Law.
Oh,
And
yes, he did. Yeah.
Oh no.
He is the main character. He does all the music in the show, and the show is fantastic. It's about a kid who's the descendant of the original Murphy of Murphy's Law. And literally anything that can go wrong around this kid does. And it's fantastic because he's constantly just like one-upping the universe.
Prepared for anything.
Well, you know,
but again, we have managed to get off topic yet again.
No, we didn't, because it's not a party until Weird Al's busted out. Whether it's music or you bust out fucking UHF on VHF. Or VHS, VHF. What the fuck am I?
UHF, VHF. That you know, Chris. That's my job. You know, my actual real person job. And UHF on VHF takes talent.
But I'm just saying that
congratulations,
that fits.
Just broken the laws of physics.
So I mean, it fits into the topic of conversation, because while you're jamming these party games, you're jamming some Weird Al, man. You got fucking Blame It on the Drain playing in the background, okay?
Now, something that I'd like to cover, if you guys don't mind, for a party game. Something that I noticed from watching other people's Let's Plays on YouTube over the years, there's two games that I greatly enjoy, and you need to have multiple players to play them. One of them is a little ditty called Gang Beasts, and the other one is a level builder called Ultimate Chicken Horse.
We still need to play that for Realm of the Mist, because I feel like that'd be a really fun time.
I'm not paying $14 for a game I know nothing about.
Which one do you want me to tell you about?
Neither. I want to see some Let's Plays. You guys have it? Play it. Send me the damn
Fair
videos.
enough.
And it's so much fun watching them play. I've sat there and done that.
Which game are we playing?
Ultimate Chicken Horse.
Oh,
yeah.
So, just a brief insight for this, for Ultimate Chicken Horse. It's literally trying to get from point A to point B, and every round, the game gives you a couple of random objects to place somewhere on the map to help you get from point A to point B. Whether it's something as simple as a wood crate or as convoluted as a buzzsaw glued to a rotating gear that is also glued to a black hole. And the idea is to simply get to the goal. And you can make the level as easy or as hard as you want it to be. And the harder it is, the funnier it is. And it just makes for a grand old time.
Now, see,
I've got a little still image as an example up on the share screen.
I can see that. I can see that. But, you know, if I'm going to argue the point of party games, now I know that it wouldn't classify as a party game normally. But my old band, Defenestrate, and I, when we would get drunk after band practice, we usually spent the rest of the night on the original PlayStation that we got at a pawn shop. Callback. And we would spend all night fucking like passing the controller around on a single player game to try to speed complete things like Resident Evil.
Oh shit.
You know, I used to do something similar to that, but for me, it was Sonic Heroes 2, or Sonic Adventure 2, and I used to do that with my brothers and my cousins during holiday parties.
We were so obsessed. We were so obsessed with Resident Evil and doing this tradition that we actually created we had written a song for it called "Die Wesker Die." Which was, you know, it was an encore song. It was nothing we ever recorded because it was, you know, stupid. You know, I don't even remember all the lyrics. It was like, "Die, Wesker, die. The zombie's gonna get you." You know, some stupid shit like that. But yeah, we actually wrote a song about it because we were so obsessed with it, with the game. And it wasn't the game itself. It was all of us like, if you die, you pass the controller, or you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. And we would do the exact same with us for Sonic. It would be try to get through the level as quickly as you can. If you died, you pass the controller, and you kept going until you either beat the level or until you run the gauntlet, and then you get the controller back.
Or you ran out of lives.
Yeah, that too. Now, another party game that I would personally justify as calling it a party game, trivia games like Jeopardy, Trivial Pursuit, Wheel of Fortune.
Trivia Murder Party.
Yeah.
You don't know Jack?
You don't know Jack?
And those two specifically fall under being Jackbox games, but I'm branching out beyond that as well, because trivia games, I feel, make for a great thing to do during parties because it's greatly enjoyable to do.
Well, I think my girl would disagree with you about Jeopardy.
I'm gonna throw this one out there. As a party game, specifically because it's very near and dear to Blackwing's heart.
Oh no!
And it's technically a physical game first, but there is an electronic one. Uno.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're gonna make that, if you can make that argument, I could argue like for mobile games, you could get shit like spades.
Okay, first of all, people get cut playing spades and Uno. That is the most dangerous game on the planet, especially in a black household. During Thanksgiving at your grandmama's house at 7 o'clock p.m. Everybody already had Hennessy and ate a whole bunch of turkey and full, fed up, tired. They got 5 kids at the house. They ready to play some Uno. Next thing you know, somebody's cussing out somebody and somebody's crying, and then they don't talk to each other until the next holiday.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes that's part of the game. That's part of the party game. You know, I'm thinking of spades because I love playing spades, and you get the right partner, man. Part of the fun of playing spades is the trash talk.
There is a video by Rooster Teeth.
Can I explain this one, Zephyr, please?
Hang on.
I actually found out some new information about this recently that made me laugh my ass off.
Girls.
There is a video by Rooster Teeth that is 1 hour and 50 minutes long.
It's longer than that. It's over 2.5 hours.
Are you sure? Because there's Uno the movie and Uno the movie the sequel, and both are under 2 hours.
There is no sequel. There is no sequel. There is only Uno. There is Uno, the Let's Play Uno, and then Uno the movie. So you're probably looking at the original. Yeah, Uno the movie from Let's Play, 2 hours, 44 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Oh, somebody hit a freaking movie poster.
So
it's
the
almost
insight
3 hours
for this.
long. Fuck you.
So the insight for this, the boys at Achievement Hunter in Austin, Texas, decided to get one more video in the night of the 2016 election, and they decided to play Uno. Little did they know that one of their guys convinced the person setting up the game to set it to 500 points and the most extreme rules that you could put on it without mods. Needless to say, this lasted for, as I said, over 2.5 hours before somebody finally got 500 points, a player substitution, and enough laughs to make you bust a gut, piss your pants, and die laughing at least 3 times throughout it. And the fun fact that I found out about this very recently, it was rated in the top 10 on IMDb for comedy in 2016 for a hot minute.
Yep.
Wow.
I did not know that.
Damn.
It is one of those
It has its own IMDb page.
Yes, it does.
That's crazy.
It is 100%. It is 100% one of those Let's Play videos that if you are willing to, even if you can't watch it all in one sitting, because again, 2.5 hours, that's a long thing to sit through for anything. But if you're willing to watch it, I cannot recommend it enough because the sheer shenanigans that happen throughout it make it one of the best videos that I have seen a Let's Play in.
Now you know what's gonna happen, don't you, Anthem? I know you want the same wavelength.
Oh my God, they have Jack Patillo listed as playing Ryan.
Anthem, you know what's going to have to happen to answer this, right?
What? What are you thinking?
Realm of the Mist is going to have to find a digital version of Spades.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh, my God.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry.
Hashtag sorry, not sorry. We got to challenge that. We can't. Sorry, Achievement Hunter, but we deserve it more than you do. We're gonna get it.
I haven't done a Let's Play yet. Let's do this.
I mean, if we're gonna do a Let's Play of a card game, can we do euchre or something? You know, something I'm actually good at.
It's time for you to learn to be a little ghetto, there, boy.
Oh, Jesus, help him.
Pull out the neck bone, grab the 40 of oldie, and grab the deck of fucking cards, and let's play some spades.
Okay, first of all, I like crab beer, bitch.
Fuck plays spades.
It's
It's
all
all about hearts, and you know it.
in my neck of the woods. It's gin rummy, but every place is different.
Look,
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck.
I was raised with euchre.
You know what? I don't give a fuck. We can play Go Fish if you want.
Oh, Goldfish Edition would be funny.
Oh, Spidey Malice.
Oh God,
Have you ever
no.
played Spidey Malice? You want to hate your family? That's how you do it.
I don't want to hate my family. Actually,
You could
Oh, don't worry, you'll love hating your family. You're just like, why would you do that?
you could go the forever alone and I suck at games route with Clock Solitaire.
You know what? That's a challenge for the next.
Literally
season of
impossible to lose that game.
You know what? That's the challenge. That's the challenge for the next season of Press A Gaming. There you go. Zep, there's the challenge for the next season of Press A Gaming.
Oh, what's the challenge?
We start getting some of these games that are considered that will destroy friendships or destroy family, and we play them.
ooh,
Ooh, I could be down with that.
Things like
game.
we can get a digital Monopoly game going.
Oh,
Is a digital. I have
Fucking
Yep.
that ended too.
fucking
there, I'll
Risk.
grab Salem. This would be great. Let's do this.
Fucking play
I
Risk.
want to know if we're doing
Oh
that
my
on
God. Hold on.
games.
If you're going to play Monopoly, I just want to let y'all know I've literally seen a marriage end because of Monopoly.
Wow.
Where did you
So
get
am
those
I.
big 50s, Grandma? You cheating whore.
This will either be
No.
be the greatest thing that Press A Gaming and Realm of the Mist has ever done, or it'll be the final season of anything Realm of the Mist. Either way,
that's gonna be our big break. Monopoly the movie. A 7-hour-long game of Monopoly.
Oh, my God.
on roll
Hey,
20,
Zephyr,
so we
you
can
wanted-
annoy.
You wanted it to a Rooster Teeth. This is how we get our invitation.
This is going to be the worst thing ever. I literally, dude called his ex-wife a cunt, and that's when it just down spiraled from there.
Dusty, did you divorce your husband over Monopoly?
Only it was that easy.
No,
man.
Did he pass go and collect $200?
no. The ex wouldn't even play board games. He got too enraged if anyone beat him. So no.
Oh,
Really?
what a bitch.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that I could have gotten your divorce done a lot sooner if I had just played him in a board game?
Right.
Shit!
That's why I'm.
What is this, Yu-Gi-Oh?
That's why I'm on this podcast and he isn't, because I'm a gamer.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear the
I just
reason
wanna
why
say
this
this.
marriage cannot be
What were
reconciled.
you gonna do,
Connect
Blackwing?
Four.
Challenge him to a game and send him to the Shadow Realm if he lost?
Wait a minute. Hold on. I heard Chris just mention something that kind of just baffled the mind a little bit. Connect 4?
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Is there an electronic
Ooh.
version of Connect 4?
Probably.
What destroyed your marriage? That goddamn buzzer in operation.
Fair enough.
My hippo just wasn't that hungry.
Below zero.
So you heard it here first, citizens of the realm. We're gonna be attempting some party game let's plays.
Man, this is gonna be really
honestly,
bad.
Jack, if we can find a way to like stream it so where we can all see it, or a screen share on Skype, we could do Jackbox Party Pack with all of us.
Oh, I would love that.
That would be
so
a good
much fun.
time.
Because
And
we
I
could
have
all
all
be watching.
six of
We could
them.
all be watching the screen share and doing our phones.
I do believe there is an OBS app for phones/tablets.
Well, we don't need to capture the phone screen. We just need to capture the computer screen or whatever is streaming it.
Okay.
The
Well,
one thing I'll say though, we can't play faking it if we're doing it stream-wise.
Well, yeah, because that actually requires people to be physically in the room.
But there's so many other games that we could. Let's do this.
Yeah, you just want to play TKO again.
Oh, guys, can we play Jax?
Oh, I haven't played Jack since I was a kid.
Pay no mind to Anvil dying on the floor here. He's looking at memes.
He's not even paying. That's how entertaining we've been tonight. He's not even paying attention.
Well, to be fair,
Anvil is
he's
easily
easily
distracted.
amused.
Yeah, he is easily amused.
Oh, Shoots and Ladders.
Oh man. So what?
Fuck
We can play.
you.
We can play Shoots and Ladders and maybe some Light Bright.
How about
There we go.
Candyland?
Candy. Oh god.
Hey, with respect,
Well,
fuck off.
Shoots and fucking ladders.
I love how you say the exact same thing I'm about to say.
You know what party games, or what board games I really like as party games? The cooperative games.
Lies.
I like the cooperative games. We talked about those last week.
Like Guess
Yeah,
double
Who?
penetration.
Got a specific one?
Like for instance, Aether, or I really did enjoy House on Haunted Hill. That one was fun.
I think we're getting a little bit too much into next episode though.
Yeah,
Because
we are.
we're going to be talking about your traditional party games, of games that require people to be in the room with you.
Ooh, that one. Definitely let me know when that one's going on, because I got more to say for that one.
Battleship.
Same here.
It could happen at any
Ooh.
time. And on that note, let's see, who should I do an outro for first? There's so many people to choose from.
Get Anvil out of the way
Anthony,
now.
Where can we find you?
We're talking to me.
Yep.
Okay. You can find me on Delivery Bros Pod on Twitter, Delivery Bros Podcast on Instagram. You can also find me on Facebook at Delivery Bros KC. That's right, KC, the championship team of America. We're talking Super Bowl champs, 2019. Everybody else is wild.
Real quickly, before we continue the outro, I have to say I was very impressed with Kansas City during the Super Bowl. You guys did a great job.
Thank you. I wish I was actually playing, so I really can't take credit for that shit. Shout out to Chelsea. I was just watching on my fucking couch, but shit, you know what? Go KC! USA! America! All that shit.
All right. And Black Wings, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook and YouTube under the handle Josh or Joshua Wilson. I am on Twitter and Twitch under the handle at Black Wings Roman numeral 13. And you can find me as a guest star here on Realm of the Mist Entertainment, both here on Press A Gaming, on After Hours, and on the Sock Drawer.
All right. Dusty, where can we find you?
I'm half of the Sock Drawer. The other half is not here tonight. You can find us on Facebook under the Sock Drawer, on Twitter under the Sock Drawer SD. Any place Realm of the Mist uploads us, which is, from what I gather, all over the place. So check us out.
Question.
Yes.
Are you the sock half or the drawer half?
We're actually a mismatched pair of socks.
Ah. One pair of socks makes up your entire sock drawer? I think we need to buy her socks for Christmas.
No. The stories make up the sock drawer. We're just a pair of socks in it.
Anyway, Anvil, where can we find you?
On Instagram for now, but God only knows how long that will last. It's A the Anvil O. Or you can find me on Xbox with the same handle. Or literally at any DAG events. Or anywhere there's pie. I do like pie.
And I'm your host, Zephyr Zero. As always, press A for more great gaming content. See you next time.
Oh, you forgot Chris?
Oh crap, I forgot Chris.
He's just mad because
you didn't stop recording, did you, Chris? Because
No,
that's
I
a flub we can fix.
Oh, fuck that. I'm leaving it in. I'm leaving that in, and you were not going to live it down for quite a while. Not that
And we can start. You can voice your indignation. You forgot me on the outro last episode.
Well, you know what, guys? Because it's still recording, I'll go ahead, even though that nobody here cares about where you could find me. You could find me after I got done sinking fucking Zephyr's battleship, throwing wheels with Anthony over at Realm of the Mist Entertainment. Guys, you can find us on YouTube. Make sure you also go and check out our sister channel, Sounds Dicey Gaming, where you will see us going wheels and spades and breaking hearts in Monopoly. And, of course, you can also check out Realm of the Mist Entertainment's podcasts on Anchor.fm, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, or wherever quality podcasts can be heard. But I don't know how much longer Press A Gaming is going to be on Realm of the Mist after this shit.
For realsies this time, guys. Remember to press A for more great gaming content.